You just bought a brand new car, thinking it'll last you for years. But what if I told you some cars are practically built to fail before hitting 50,000 miles? That's right. Some vehicles are plagued with issues so bad that they become a money pit faster than you can say, check engine light. From faulty transmissions to engines that quit on you mid-highway, these are the 9 cars that are more likely to break down before they even hit their prime. Stick around so you don't make an expensive mistake. 1. Nissan Altima 2013 to 2017 CVT Nightmare. If you own a Nissan Altima from the early 2010s, I've got bad news for you. Nissan's infamous continuously variable transmission has turned what should have been a reliable setting into an owner's worst nightmare. Reports of jerking, shuddering, overheating, and outright transmission failure are everywhere. And the worst part, some Altima owners have experienced total transmission failure in as little as 30,000 miles. Imagine driving your new car for just a couple of years and suddenly getting slapped with a $4,000 repair bill. That's almost half the car's value. What makes this even worse is Nissan's reluctance to fully address the problem. Some extended warranties helped owners for a bit, but after that, you're on your own. Many have tried transmission fluid changes, software updates, and aftermarket coolers, but nothing seems to prevent the inevitable failure. If you're thinking about buying a used Nissan Altima from this era, run in the opposite direction unless you enjoy expensive headaches. 2. Jeep Cherokee 2014 to 2019, the 9-speed disaster. Jeeps are supposed to be tough, right? Well, not this one. The 2014 to 2019 Jeep Cherokee came with a 9-speed automatic transmission that is so bad, it might just be the worst gearbox ever put in a modern SUV. Owners have reported delayed acceleration, rough shifting, sudden lunges, and even complete transmission failure, often before hitting the 50,000-mile mark. The issue is so widespread that Jeep had to release multiple software updates, but none fully fixed the problem. Some unlucky owners even had to replace the entire transmission more than once. When your transmission costs over $5,000 to replace, that's a serious problem. Even worse, if you break down on a road trip or while off-roading, you're looking at an expensive tow bill on top of everything else. Jeep lovers might argue that their vehicles are built for adventure, but this one, it's built for disappointment. If you're thinking about getting the Jeep Cherokee from this era, prepare for a rough ride, literally. 3. Ford Focus and Fiesta 2012 to 2016, the power shift problem. Ford had big plans when they introduced their power shift dual clutch transmission in the Focus and Fiesta, but instead of smooth performance, they delivered one of the worst transmission failures in modern history. Drivers started experiencing erratic shifting, slipping gears, loss of power, and complete transmission failure at ridiculously low mileage, sometimes as early as 20,000 miles. The problem was so severe that Ford faced multiple lawsuits, and they even admitted that the transmission was faulty. But instead of recalling all affected vehicles, they opted for small software fixes that barely made a difference. Some unlucky owners had to replace their transmissions multiple times. Imagine buying a car and having to rebuild the transmission 3 times before 50,000 miles. If you ever see a cheap used Ford Focus or Fiesta from this era, remember, it's cheap for a reason. Unless you enjoy dealing with constant repairs and breakdowns, this is one car to avoid at all costs. 4. BMW 3 Series 2011 to 2015, turbo troubles. BMW might be known for luxury and performance, but that doesn't mean they're immune to catastrophic failures. The 2011 to 2015 BMW 3 Series is notorious for timing chain issues, turbocharger failures, and oil leaks that can lead to massive repair bills before you even hit 50,000 miles. The most common issue, the N20 turbocharged engine's timing chain, which tends to stretch or break prematurely. If that happens, say goodbye to your engine, it's toast. And let's not forget the oil consumption problem, which forces some owners to add oil every 1,000 miles just to keep things running. And what happens when your BMW needs major repairs? You're looking at a minimum of $3,000, $7,000, even for something as simple as a turbo replacement. So if you're dreaming of owning a used BMW 3 Series, make sure your bank account is ready for the nightmare that comes with it. 5. Chevrolet Equinox 2010 to 2017, engine failures galore. The Chevrolet Equinox might seem like a practical SUV, but its 2.4-liter Ecotec engine is anything but reliable. This engine is known for excessive oil consumption, timing chain failures, and blown head gaskets, all of which can leave you stranded long before you reach 50,000 miles. One of the worst parts, many owners don't even realize there's an issue until it's too late. The oil consumption is so bad that some engines burn through a quart of of oil every 1,000 miles. If you don't stay on top of it, the engine can seize up completely, turning your daily driver into a useless hunk of metal. GM has acknowledged the problem, but instead of a proper fix, they offered extended warranties for some models. If you're unlucky and out of warranty, a new engine will set you back $6,000 or more. So if you see a cheap used Equinox on the market, remember, it's cheap for a reason. 6. Dodge Journey 2009 to 2020, the ultimate lemon. The Dodge Journey was supposed to be a family-friendly SUV, but instead, it became a masterclass in poor engineering. With failing electrical systems, weak transmissions, and endless engine problems, this car is more likely to spend time in a repair shop than on the road. Owners have reported battery drain issues, power steering failures, and a never-ending cycle of check engine lights. And let's not forget the infamous 4-speed automatic transmission, which has a history of early failure, often before hitting 40,000 miles. Even if you manage to avoid major transmission issues, the poor build quality means you'll still deal with constant breakdowns. So if you're considering a Dodge Journey, you might as well set your money on fire. It'll save you the frustration. 7. Mini Cooper 2007 to 2016. Small car, big problems. The Mini Cooper might look fun and stylish, but don't let that fool you. Under the hood, it's hiding some of the most expensive problems you'll ever face in a small car. First off, the turbocharged engines are notorious for oil leaks and timing chain failures. If your timing chain goes, you're looking at a full engine rebuild before you even hit 50,000 miles. And let's not forget the terrible automatic transmission, which has been known to fail without warning. Repairs on a Mini Cooper aren't cheap either. A simple oil leak can cost over $1,000, and a timing chain replacement upwards of $4,000. Unless you're ready to spend more on maintenance than the car itself, avoid the Mini Cooper like the plague. 8. Cadillac CTS 2008 to 2015, the luxury money pit. At first glance, the Cadillac CTS seems like a great deal. Luxury, power, and that prestigious Cadillac badge. But what if I told you this car has a high chance of self-destructing before 50,000 miles? One of the biggest issues, the timing chain on the 3.6 liters V6 engine, which stretches prematurely and throws off the engine's timing. If not caught in time, this can lead to catastrophic engine failure. Many CTS owners have reported timing chain failure as early as 30,000 miles, and the repair isn't cheap. Expect to pay around $3,000 to $5,000 just to get it fixed. But that's not all. The CTS also has notoriously unreliable electronics, including failing infotainment systems, faulty door locks, and even power seat malfunctions. So while you may think you're getting a budget-friendly luxury car, in reality, you're signing up for a never-ending stream of expensive repairs. If you're dreaming of owning a Cadillac, either buy a newer model or get ready to empty your wallet on repairs. 9. Volkswagen Jetta 2010 to 2016, turbo trouble and transmission fiasco. Volkswagen is known for making fun-to-drive cars, but the Jetta from 2010 to 2016 comes with a host of problems that can turn your dream ride into a financial nightmare. The biggest culprit, turbocharger failures and unreliable automatic transmissions. The 1.4 liters and 1.8 liters turbocharged engines are prone to oil leaks, cracked pistons, and excessive carbon buildup, which can cause power loss and total engine failure. And the DSG, dual clutch, automatic transmission. Many owners have experienced jerky shifting, clutch failures, and expensive repairs before hitting 50,000 miles. To make matters worse, Volkswagen's infamous electrical problems plagued these models. Failing fuel pumps, random check engine lights, and malfunctioning infotainment systems are common complaints. Repairs on a Jetta aren't cheap either. Replacing a failed turbo can cost over $2,500, and if your DSG transmission goes bad, you're looking at $5,000 or more. If you're considering a used Jetta from this era, you might want to think twice before committing to the headache. There you have it, -9 cars that are destined to fail before they even hit 50,000 miles. Some of these models might look tempting on the used car market, but trust me, they're nothing but a financial disaster waiting to happen. If you're shopping for a reliable car, do your research and avoid these money pits at all costs. Did I miss any cars that deserve to be on this list? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our next video. See you in the next one.